far, far, far away on the tropical South Island, Sonic the Hedgehog and his other animal friends lived in peace and harmony. Well, that was until the day when the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik, aka Eggman, showed up and kidnapped everyone but Sonic and placed the innocent creatures into badniks in order to collect the 6 Chaos Emeralds. Enraged by this plot, Sonic set out from the Green Hills to save the trapped animals from their imprisonment and teach Dr. Robotnik a lesson of speed and compassion. Passing from zone to zone, the blue hedgehog slowly but surely began to break the mechanical contraptions and capsules to free his friends and then pass through special challenges to claim each of the 6 Chaos Emeralds hidden on South Island. Dr. Robotnik, who saw the blue blur as a fly in his soup and a rapidly growing threat, grew more and more infuriated by the fact that none of his multiple encounters against Sonic had been victorious, or that any of his robots had been capable in taking out the unnaturally speedy Hedgehog. As a result, he set up a massive trap to crush the unbearable Sonic. But when this scheme failed spectacularly due to Sonic's sharp quills, he had no other option but to flee the scene and leave Sonic to unite the 6 Chaos Emeralds at Green Hills, and by the fusion of these, rejuvenate the wildlife and nature of South Island. Not long after Eggman's first invasion on South Island, Sonic flew out on his personal plane, the Tornado, for new adventures to West Side Island. Even so, unbeknownst to the hero of the Green Hills, Robotnik wouldn't give up that easily and tailed closely in his Eggmobile, landing on the other side of the island. Still, both were unaware of the fact that long ago, an indigenous civilization inhabited the island and utilized a separate Chaos Emerald to their own benefit until the day when it all came to a close and they sealed it deep within the island. Soon upon arrival, Dr. Robotnik detected the presence of the 6 Chaos Emeralds and the 7th West Side Island Emerald. Unwilling to waste any time, he began to kidnap the animals of the island in order to rebuild his Badniks army and then his new ultimate weapon, the Death Egg. Meanwhile, Sonic met and befriended a young two-tailed fox, Miles Prower, also known as Tails, who quickly caught interest of Sonic's airplane, the Tornado. Sonic allowed his new-met friend to accompany him across the island, cities and refineries, which in a record time had been taken over by Dr. Eggman. Being well aware of the scientist's intentions, he set out along with Tails to free the animals and capture the 7 emeralds. Upon being defeated on the island, Eggman set out for his newly completed battle station, which totally did not rip off Star Wars, with Sonic and Tails closely tailing him in the Tornado. The final encounter inside the Death Egg was tense, as Sonic had to battle without any rings. However, that was before he activated the 7 Chaos Emeralds to unleash his true power as Super Sonic. Needless to say, Sonic had no difficulties in taking down Eggman, downing the Death Egg to orbit, and then followed his, from now on, permanent companion Tails in the Tornado. The Death Egg, which ended up on the floating island, was not destroyed, but ended at the bottom of the ocean, leaving Robotnik infuriated until he detected the presence of emeralds. Sometime before the floating island adventures and the jump to Mania, Dr. Robotnik conquered Little Planet over Neverlake to locate the powerful Time Stones and transform the small planet into an impregnable fortress. Seeing the danger of this time-bending scheme to take over the world, Sonic rushed to the Chain Planet and traveled from each zone's present to the past to destroy Robotnik's generators and ensure a good future. Nothing out of the ordinary if it wasn't for the fact that another female hedgehog, Amy Rose, got a massive crush on him at the end of Palm Tree Panic. And then at Collision Chaos got kidnapped by Dr. Robotnik's latest invention, Metal Sonic. With traps set for him in both present and past, Sonic had for the first time to explore thoroughly each zone to find ways to the past, and first then outrace his metallic counterpart on Stardust Speedway to rescue Amy. The trail to the final confrontation was long and tough, as Sonic knew he had to ensure a good future in all of Little Planet's zones, or locate all the time stones to spoil Robotnik's plot. By doing so, he returned safely back with Amy to the surface and witnessed as the unchained Little Planet self-destruct once and for all, only leaving flowers in its trail. With his aim set on resurfacing the battle station and bringing it back to orbit, Robotnik set up a new scheme to steal the Chaos Emeralds from Knuckles, the Echidna. By knocking Knuckles off the Emerald Altar, bringing the Death Egg and the floating island to the surface, the confused Echidna believed Robotnik's lie that Sonic the Hedgehog was on his way to the island to steal the floating island's Chaos Emeralds and interfere in Robotnik's research on the island. When Sonic and Tails eventually arrived on the island, Knuckles was just waiting for the moment when the blue hedgehog would transform into Super Sonic and in an instant knock the Chaos Emeralds out of him and ran away with them. Shocked by this scene, Sonic ran out to chase after Knuckles and Robotnik, who unoriginally once again trapped animals to recreate his army of badniks. This time, however, not only did Sonic have to free the animals and locate the hidden emeralds, but also avoid Knuckles' traps on his way to Robotnik. Sonic and Tails were successful in reaching the surface Death Egg and Dr. Robotnik, and then swiftly defeated him. At that moment, Robotnik attempted to bring the Death Egg back to orbit without the Chaos Emeralds, which failed and resulted in the space station crashing on top of the volcanic lava reef. Angered by this fact, Robotnik changed his plan, backstabbed his former partner at the Hidden Palace, and stole the Master Emerald from Knuckles. With it, Robotnik finally managed to bring the Death Egg back to orbit. Infuriated, Knuckles teamed up with Sonic and Tails and helped them up to the Sky Sanctuary, and from there to the Death Egg, where Sonic once again defeated Robotnik. With the Master Emerald back in the rightful hands, Knuckles eventually had to fight Mecha Sonic. Luckily, thanks to Sonic, the short-tempered Echidna came out successful in this decisive battle, thus concluding the tale of the floating island, which returned back to the skies. Shortly after saving Angel Island and Knuckles, a dimensional breach occurred in the atmosphere. Tails picked up this unnatural wave of energy and convinced Sonic to investigate the matter further. It soon turned out that Dr. Robotnik, from now on Eggman, detected the same energy and dispatched his hard-boiled heavies to retrieve the source causing the eruption of energy. Not willing to waste any time, Sonic and Tails rapidly headed for Angel Island, where the hard-boiled heavies were excavating the Phantom Ruby for Dr. Eggman. With it, they caused the world and time to warp around them, sending Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles back to the Green Hill Zone. If that wasn't enough of a disturbance, the hard-boiled heavies had transformed into more powerful, elite, free-willed egg robos. Due to the Ruby's power, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were sent back and forth and quickly realized that they had to prevent Dr. Eggman from using the Ruby for evil deeds. Running across a number of familiar zones, Sonic eventually learned that Eggman intended to restore the ruined future of Little Planet to defeat them once and for all. The trio had seen enough as they boarded the Titanic Monarch, but not before Sonic had claimed all the 7 Chaos Emeralds. With them, he defeated Eggman and the hard-boiled heavies, destroyed and escaped from the vanishing Little Planet. Everyone was pleased with this common victory, while Sonic headed out for new adventures. We here at the Commonwealth Realm thank you for watching until the very end. We would also like to thank our Patreon supporters, including royal producers Transcendent Sacred Courage and Kenyatta Ali, for helping make possible this extensive timeline narrated by me, Jason Damron, the Voice Overlord. If you'd like to support the channel for access to exclusive content, such as the Commonwealth Realm podcast, be sure to visit our Patreon page for more information. We hope you have a fabulous day, and we will see you in the next episode of the Commonwealth Realm.